Like and subscribe right now, or this spider will crawl on your face when you're sleeping.
10 fake rich people exposed as poor. So you see them on social media flaunting their illustrious wealth, splashing hundreds of thousands of dollars on diamond bracelets and watches. Wouldn't that be nice? You see them riding flashy cars and taking photos in exotic places from around the world. But have you ever wondered how and where they get all this money from? Let's be real, some of them might just be the biggest pretenders in the world. While the phrase "fake it till you make it" may apply in some instances, it certainly doesn't apply for the celebrities in this video. With that being said, let's take a look at 10 fake rich people exposed as poor. Number 10. Lil Tay. Yes, the youngest fake flexer on our list might just be the biggest fraud of the decade, maybe even of the century. Lil Tay burst onto the scene in late 2017, and by 2018 had created a massive wave of Twitter and Instagram followers from her flossing antics online. In the videos, Lil Tay boasted how rich her family was, showcasing a series of fancy cars and waving bundles of cash before throwing them in the air. Well, it was later discovered that the Mercedes 500 SL that was used in the shooting of the video actually belonged to David Yang, the managing partner of Pacific Evergreen Realty based in Vancouver. Yang said Tay's mother, who was his former employee before she left the company, had initially asked if she was willing to let her daughter take a pic with the cars. He agreed, but little did he know that the duo would start filming a showboating video with his property. Another controversial video that made rounds on the internet was that of Tay flossing her riches in a luxury home that she claimed to be hers. It turns out that the fancy property was actually an open house for one of Tian's former co-workers that was on the market to be sold. Yang, on the other hand, is adamant that if he had known what Lil Tay and her family were up to, he would never have agreed to provide them with access to these luxuries in the first place. After the scandal was revealed to the public, all of Lil Tay's social media accounts were deleted, only adding insult to the already embarrassing affair.
You have a family. Go enjoy that. Why are you wasting your time reporting my videos and taking them down?
Before we move on, I've got a little challenge for you that'll take 5 seconds to complete. So here's the deal. You just leave a like on this video, smash that subscribe button, and hit the notification bell, and you will get 25 years of amazing luck. Try it. It really works. Number 9. Sam Cooke. They say money makes the world go round. So it's no surprise that some people will go the extra mile to get their hands on this precious commodity. And we mean anything. That's exactly what one teenage fraudster by the name Sam Cooke did when he fleeced investors with false claims that he had flipped £2,000 into a £21 million fortune. He even got an interview in a popular local British newspaper in his home country of the United Kingdom. Things, however, were not as they seemed. Turns out Sam Cooke, who was 19 at the time, was driving a fake Ferrari and had boasted to backers that he had made a fortune playing the stock market. In reality, the fraudster had actually swindled a jaw-dropping £100,000 from unsuspecting investors by faking a lavish lifestyle to convince them that his methods were legit. Upon further investigation, it was also discovered that the so-called Ferrari he drove around town was actually a Ford Cougar, which has now been written off after a car crash involving his father. Investigators also found out that the so-called multi-millionaire only had £25,516 in his bank account, despite finessing people for more than 5 times that amount. So what happened to the rest of the money? Well, this swindling millionaire had been blowing money fast by going for posh holidays and living a luxurious lifestyle. By the time the police were catching up to him, the money was all but over. Ironically, Sam was told to pay back £26,000 of the $100,000 he had swindled his investors. Number 8. Johnny Mitchell. Social media is a powerful drug, and it can truly mislead the masses if used in mischievous ways. This is exactly what happened when one Johnny Mitchell decided to flaunt wealth that he did not have. Does the name sound familiar? It should. Johnny Mitchell was one of the contestants of the highly popular reality TV show Love Island. From the get-go, Johnny had flaunted his millionaire status on the show and had followed suit with luxurious pictures of him living the high life on the gram. But skeptics could smell the lies and deceit from a mile away. Taking a closer look at his Instagram photos, people could sense that the luxury cars, the first-class travel photos, and the abundance of money that were all being flaunted were nothing but a scam. For example, the Mercedes-Benz he took photos in actually belonged to his father. The Cartier he flossed on his page was a fake, and the throwback photos of exotic getaway trips that he purportedly owned were actually photos from a rented Airbnb. So yes, Johnny isn't swimming in millions like he claimed. If anything, he isn't flying to any exotic destinations and spends most of his time at the gym. Even more shocking is that Johnny likes to term himself as a business director. But upon further research into his company holdings, things look pretty bleak. One of his businesses, JM Care, SX, Ltd, is currently folding and has lost more than 8,000 pounds in losses in 2 years. Number 7. Ja Rule. In 2017, Ja Rule's name was involved in one of the most controversial scams in the music and entertainment industry. While Ja Rule did manage to clear his name from the 2017 Fyre Festival scam, one thing's for sure, the rapper's glory days are over, and they've been so for over a decade. In the scam, ticket holders were duped with sweet promises of spending an entire weekend partying with private influencers on a private island. Unfortunately, what they found on the private island was a rain-soaked disaster of bad food, low-quality tents, and poor transportation. And mind you, tickets for the festival were going for as high as $75,000. But this is not the first time the infamous rapper has been caught in money problems. He has also been called out numerous times on Instagram for flossing fake money and claiming a flashy lifestyle that he can't really afford. And despite a number of online websites claiming that his net worth is $8 million, most of his closest associates claim that the rapper is riddled in debt. Number 6. Sean Kingston. In the late 2000s, a young, boisterous Sean Kingston burst onto the music scene with hit singles such as Beautiful Girls and Take You There. Yes, he might have made millions at the start of his music career, but that's not the case today. Financial troubles began brewing for the R&B singer-cum-rapper in 2016 when he was ordered to pay 6 figures to New York City jeweler Aquamaster after failing to pay for 9 pieces of jewelry he had ordered. According to the incident, Kingston had snapped up a series of necklaces, rings, chains, and watches from the company after putting down a $1,000 deposit. The jewelry store went on to say that Kingston had promised the business manager that he would wire the rest of the money at a later date, but that promise was never fulfilled. Nevertheless, the company did admit that they received 2 checks from the rapper, though both of them bounced due to insufficient funds. Seeing as Kingston was not taking legitimate action to pay back the money owed, the company decided to take legal action. Sadly for Kingston, this is not the first time that legal action has been taken against him. The singer has also been sued by a Florida company that claimed he failed to pay for jewelry he had ordered worth $48,000. Seems like Kingston is trying to maintain a status quo and lifestyle that he simply can't afford. Number 5. Siddell Young. Being a social media influencer can be pretty demanding. You have to spend a lot of time and money showcasing your opulence to thousands, if not millions of fans. And that's why we find that most of the biggest fakers around are social media stars, thus bringing us to the hilarious story of Siddell Young. She, like her fellow influencer Johnny Mitchell, was caught flaunting wealth that wasn't hers on Instagram. And in a desperate attempt to cover up her blatant lies, she deleted more than 95 images of her travel glories. These included photos of her avocado toast, blue azure skies in a secluded island, and various travel destinations from around the world. Turns out, one keen follower had noticed an uncanny resemblance of her photos to those of a travel company he had come across online. Forget similar, they were a dead ringer. That's when Pandora's box opened. Turns out, the lovely lady had been lying to more than her 900,000 followers, and she could barely afford any of the destinations that were extravagantly displayed on her posts. Which goes to show that people will do anything for clout. Number 4. Elijah Oyafesso. The British-based Nigerian fraudster had flaunted a magnificent lifestyle on social media, parading amazing cars, apartments, and luxurious parties as part of the scam. Yes, Elijah Oyafesso had shown the world that he had made millions in trading, convincing unsuspecting individuals to trust him with their money with the promise of flipping it. Unfortunately, he made away with thousands of pounds as he finessed unsuspecting individuals who had no idea that he was a fraud. When in court, it was revealed to the public that Oyafesso was up to his knees in debt, extremely broke, and parading as a city trader and millionaire. Indeed, Elijah is one of hundreds of binary signal scammers who are exploiting ordinary people and robbing them of their hard-earned money in broad daylight. Number 3. Lil Bow Wow. Bow Wow is one of those celebrities that's been caught on numerous occasions flaunting a fake lifestyle on social media, and to many of his fans, it's getting old now. From posting that he passed up the chance to sit in a private suite during a Falcons game, to showboating that he was riding in a private jet when he was actually in the first-class aisle of a commercial airline, the world has seen it all when it comes to Bow Wow's antics. But don't get us wrong, he's not broke or anything, he just pretends to live a flashier lifestyle than what he can currently afford. And now we've come to the best pick of the day. Gold car? Think again. This fake stunter was exposed flossing an all-gold coated car, and it turned out just to be a really good case of body painting. Poor fella. Number 2. Tai Lopez. Tai Lopez might be swimming in millions of dollars right now, but there was a time when he had nothing but a winner's attitude. Yes, he is a classic example of fake it until you make it. Before his stroke of success, it was revealed that Tai was renting many of the cars, watches, clothes, and houses that he posted in his videos. Despite now being a rich and successful film producer, Tai Lopez is still being accused of fraud, with many of the clients that have taken his course claiming that he simply repackages other people's material and sells it as a self-help program. I guess the only person benefiting from Tai is, well, Tai. Number 1. Soulja Boy. On many occasions, Soulja Boy has termed himself as a marketable brand. But with more of his antics exposed, it seems that this might not be the case. In a bizarre turn of events last year, his brother threatened to expose the rapper for being a fake, wearing fake jewelry and claiming to have more money than he actually does in the bank. Soulja Boy's brother, who goes by Lil 100, posted on Instagram that he is disappointed in his brother always loving the people who extort him the most. Indeed, the past couple of years have been a series of embarrassments and social blunders for Big Soulja. I mean, who can forget the fact that he was robbed on Instagram Live? Truth be told, he should probably come clean on how much he really makes, instead of flaunting exaggerated amounts of wealth on social media. With that being said, do you know of any celebrity or Instagram influencer who lies about their lifestyle? Let us know in the comment section down below. Want more videos that will exist until the very end of time? Click on any of the videos you see on the screen. As always, thanks for watching.